I ain't scared of a 17-year-old with a 12 gauge in the middle of the hood at 3 a.m. But you know what? I'd be a damn fool to press my luck.
Hey, hey, that's facts. You're right.
No, just because I ain't scared don't mean I got to test this gangster.
That's true. That's true.
Cause me not being scared might make me go from being motherfucking horizontal to motherfucking perpendicular.
Yeah.
From standing up to laying down.
Yeah.
Right? So just because I'm not scared of them don't mean I should poke a mean dog with a sharp stick.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Somebody said I took the money. Man, look, all right. So for clarity,
that's just the wise talking. Like I done been in the underbellies of some dark places at some horrible times and walked through unscathed because of the lessons my mama taught me. She said, you give everybody their respect and don't be nobody's goddamn fool.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So a person might think they're getting over on me, but they don't know that I got a limit to how much I'm going to take before I motherfucking cut you off. I'm only going to give you what the fuck I'm going to give you. You can't get nothing out of me I don't want you to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And even if I want you to have it, if it's not meant for you, I'm not giving it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Facts.
So
Facts.
that goes to you leave me holding something that belonged to you, and then you go somewhere and ain't nobody heard from you, and your brother comes talking about, hey man, ain't nobody heard from my brother, man. I need that what he gave you. No, ain't what he told me.
Yeah.
That ain't what he told me. He said, wait till I hear from him. So this motherfucker gonna sit here, it's gonna either grow hair and rot, or this motherfucker gonna call me and tell me what to do with it. In the meantime, I appreciate you being concerned about your brother's business, but his shit gonna be right here where he left it until he get back. Ain't my shit. I can't give you somebody else shit. That's why we in this fuckery we in now. Somebody masqueraded as us, created $5 Indians and made contracts like they was us. Motherfuckers,
they brought the agents over here. I'm like, bro, just look at them. Look at them. Why do all of us say we got Indian in our family? How we all got Indian in our family?
We ain't got Indian in our family. Nigga, we is
for 2 seconds.
We is Indian.
It's all okay.
Good. Even Indian, there's a misnomer. They created the name Indian in order to establish an alternate identity to point to us to be.
Exactly.
We ain't call ourselves none of this shit they call us. We wasn't Cherokee. We was motherfucking Gullahs and Gitchis. Right? So when they came with their system, we just rebranded the names with some new shit that could express the nature of our clan so that we can reform once again like motherfucking Transformers. Here I am over here. This is my flag. This is what we rolling with now. Oh, yeah, there go the chief right there, nigga. Let's line up.
That's it. That's it.
Everybody know who they motherfucking natural born leader is by organic nature. You don't need no motherfucker to do no elections. God told you in your heart of hearts who the leader was. But you want to go and take a survey thinking you voting. And they just trying to see how many of you motherfuckers falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
That's it. That's it.
These motherfuckers something else.
They had to do a lot of work, and look, we right back at it. They did all that. But we volunteered for it, though. It was part of the journey.
Yeah, well, you know, they didn't think that we was made out of the shit we was made out of, so we had to prove to them that we was exactly who the fuck we said we was. Just because we didn't believe in wearing gold and diamonds on our motherfucking head and we chose to wear feathers and war paint, nigga, that don't mean we soft, bitch. You got us twisted.
Yeah.
Because we like to dance and motherfucking drink and motherfucking smoke weed all night, that don't mean we won't dig in your motherfucking ass when you get out of line. What you think the drunken man is all about?
Exactly.
I can whip your ass sober, I can whip your ass drunk. It really don't matter to me. It just depends on how bad you want your ass whooped.
Right, which way you want
it. Better catch me when you're sober unless you want a real serious ass whooping. You dig?
All
Look, these
right. That's
motherfuckers appointed us positions. They just
yep.
gave us, okay, we gonna be the L's, y'all gonna be the Bays, and we gonna see how many Bays can take how many L's feathers and how many L's can take how many Bays feathers. Nigga, we see through that.
Yep.
Shit. We don't use flags, we use totem poles. That's why you ain't talking about our flag. We
Yep.
never had no flags over here. Them bitch made motherfuckers came.
Exactly.
We didn't need flags. We had totem poles. Everybody know. You want to know what clans is running the land? Go down to the town square and look at the totem pole. Oh yeah, this is Gullah, Geechee, the motherfucking Choctaw, Ojibwe, Oshkosh. They all here in this one. So let's go. You know who there?
It's right there.
Well, yeah. Somebody said they immediately knew. They knew they was outnumbered, but they thought that they were smarter than us. This is their philosophy. We make crowns with gold and diamonds. Y'all make crowns with feathers. We smarter than you motherfuckers. We got
say so.
And that's why they always make fun of us country boys, right? Because they say we talk country. They assume that they smarter than us because we talk. Big Mama got a boy for every one of you smart motherfuckers, you tough motherfuckers, and you bad motherfuckers. She got a baby boy for every one of you bitch made niggas. Bring whoever you want to bring. You can bring Enlil, Jennison, Marduk. It don't even matter. You can bring Lucifer, Satan. It don't matter. When Big Mama say get your ass, she got a motherfucking one of her boys designed specifically to whoop your ass, tailor-made to this kicking.
Tailor-made. This is a special delivery ass whooping just for you.
And don't feel no type of way about doing it. It's not personal. It's just Big Mama business.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. But it's good talking to you, bro. I'm going to take another one of these calls in because I don't know how much longer I got on here.
For sure. I appreciate you, fam. Stay up.
All right. You too.
All right.
Hey.
Hey. You called me while I was talking to my brother. I'm so sorry. Okay. Right.
What's going on?
You called me. I was about to go to bed. And I was like, oh shit, he going live. I had to come on my other account because I don't want, you know, they'd be funny. You had to make a whole another one. This is just crazy. This is craziness. I was really glad you was talking to the brother. I wanted to just say real quick, I hope he's still watching because a lot of people in a lot of positions in they system is needed, and we learning to a T, like they have said we were supposed to learn how to run a government. So a lot of us are in those positions right now to be able to learn to a T what we've been doing there, have transferable skills, learn how to implement it into the system that we're going into. So I hope that brother obviously goes and continues on his journey, but I think he was spot on saying, you know, he's there for a reason. But I was getting, and I wanted to say thank you a lot too for our last video. And you told me some shit that I had to go and, you know, I still need physical confirmation. I don't know when I'm gonna get over that, but I got my physical confirmation because then I got a video of yours that came in where you was talking about the queen. And you was talking about how the queen about to die. She got a little bit of time more left in this video, letting everybody else know this video. You recorded this video like probably 2018. I don't know. It was just uploaded, but it was a minute ago. I know that. And he was like, you know, the queen about to die. She gonna hang on a little bit longer because she gonna suffer, but she's out of here. And then he was talking about the Pope and how he in drag, whatever the case may be. So I was like, oh, all right, so when he told me, all right, cool. Then I seen a video, and I never watched you as archives of on YouTube, but a video came to me, and they was talking about Raven Rock. This man, I guess, had wrote a book about Raven Rock. I forget his name, but I did like take notes about what he was talking about because I said I'm gonna just go back and get his name in the book later. So he was talking about how Raven Rock. First of all, I did not know it was three different. Well, it's more than those three locations, but the three prime locations. One in Berryville, Virginia, one in Pennsylvania, and the other one you're talking about is the NORAD facility, which is in Colorado. I also did not know that these facilities are like fully staffed, fully functional, full, like blown, like huge, like with full hospitals, full eateries in them, trains, like all of this. So this is not just like some hollowed out little cave, like little bunker. You know what I mean? This is like a fully operational city up underneath the ground, basically. So it reminded me of when I was in Colorado, and I was like, wait a minute. And so I looked up where the hotel was and where the Cheyenne Mountains was. That was funny. But yeah, it also talked about how the Cold War wasn't really a war. It was really just like a freeze on our minds, basically. So I must bring up little stuff, but I'm asking you because I also was reading up on SikApe, and one of the stories about SikApe was that she was almost out of here. They brought her back to save humanity, and she was almost out of here, and Thoth had to convince her to stay. And that's what solidified you. And so I'm going to stay, because I was about to go find an island, pack my shit, and get a fruit stand, and put a hat on my head, and just live on the beach. But I get it. So this Cold War that they was talking about when they was freezing our minds, they said that they was just gassing us up to do like this nuclear war strategy, and see how people, I guess, reacted to it. So is that basically what the Cold War was? It was not a physical war?
The Cold War was designed to keep as many people in a perpetual state of fear as possible. The energy of the fear is what keeps the people in the stupor, right? So this is why you look at the torsion field of fear versus love, because you'll understand how it keeps you constricted versus the love energy. It helps you to expand. They don't want you to expand because when 3 or more sisters is gathered together, the power of divine creator is in the midst. They don't want y'all to know that shit. They don't want y'all to know that when you take a girl that haven't reached puberty, a girl that's in the prime of life, and an elderly woman, put them palm to palm, y'all can literally tell the earth where to move at. Right? And y'all agreeing across age barriers, and that shit powerful. They don't want y'all to know where the power at, because if they keep the power turned off, they keep everybody in the dark. We trying to illuminate minds, so I'm gonna tell you how to turn the power on every fucking chance I get. See, everybody else trying to get the power. I don't want the power. I want the power turned on. If you put the system the way it was designed, you don't have the problems we have. Remember, we didn't have a need for prisons before these motherfuckers came. Why we need them now? What happened? They had dungeons in Europe. We didn't have dungeons over here. So they bring that shit over here, but if nobody's looking at the prisons, those was our castles. They makeshift and converted them into prisons. Because that's going to make the energy of the chief gravitate to whatever it takes to get to the castle. That's what I got to do. So now he on a death mission to get to the big house. And don't even understand what's taking place because he don't know that the system is being hijacked. So his moves is miscalculated steps that's causing him to stumble and fall in the dark. Turn the lights on. Put the sisters back in power, not because you think a woman is so much better than a man, but this her shit. And she know how her shit work. I can't tell you how your vagina work. What the fuck I look like? I got testicles.
And just like I can't tell you how your testicles work, and it ain't never gonna be like that.
So
facts.
I can tell you what I learned from other sisters on the maintenance of the yoni, but as far as harnessing the power, it's a personal experience between you and creator. When the portal is in alignment with a good heart and clean thoughts, that motherfucker becomes a powerhouse of production. The children are not born retarded. They taught to be retarded by the system.
By the system, right.
Because that you, even if you put out a Down syndrome, you got Down syndrome kids outperforming perfectly normal motherfuckers. How is this possible? A perfectly normal motherfucker is a lazy, entitled, self-absorbed, egotistical motherfucking asshole. They want somebody to always give them something, and they don't want to work for what the fuck they want. That's why motherfuckers can't get out of these conditions, because they contingent on you doing your motherfucking due diligence and becoming the best person you can. If you do your due diligence, shit gonna line up to smooth out your path. But if you sitting there trying to tear everybody else down, looking for motherfuckers that you can, everybody fought but yours for your life, you gotta taking your life in your own hands sometimes cause you to have to tell a motherfucker outright, these motherfuckers did the dirt, we suffering for it. I can't fix my shit because these motherfuckers keep putting traps in our way. Hey, stop this fucking game. This shit ain't fair. It's slanted, one-sided, and they cheat. Right? So nobody don't want to listen. So, okay, well, since they want to cheat, I'm going to tell everybody the rules of the game that they missing, but that could trip they shit up. Now they mad at me.
They mad as hell at you, Ryan. You got Brother Rich locked out here.
Look.
They gunning for you.
Hey, my baby girl, Black Girl Magic, she say, why y'all mad?
What y'all mad for?
Why y'all mad? When y'all was doing the dirt, y'all was laughing. Mm-hmm. But now we caught y'all with our hand in the cookie jar and slammed that bitch on your fingers, and now you want to act like we did something wrong.
Right.
Why you mad?
So they also was talking about FEMA, right? And so the book the guy wrote was basically about their plans that they were coming up with during the Cold War to, in case the White House was ever out of like commission, but they only talked about it not being in commission as far as for the actual people or the operation of the White House not being functional. But they didn't really go into all of the reasons or the causes that could make that happen. So they brought up how, the government, the Congress and stuff like that wouldn't, if a nuclear, they're talking about nuclear war, like in case something, like a nuclear attack happens.
Okay, so now let me tell you the CIA, MI5, Mossad, KGB code for nuclear war. The nuclear fission, where it expands to critical mass.
Okay. That's what they were talking about.
All that time.
Using that the whole time. Wow.
So when they was organizing FEMA, they knew that their system ran its course, and it's just a matter of time before a chief rise up and say, hey, motherfucker, I don't wear no feathers, I wear feathers. Get the fuck off my land. Right? And then he gonna have to show who he is by identifying the rest of the chiefs on the land that's indisposed that could have done something about it, but the people slept on their job. We want a motherfucking leader, but we don't want to get a leader's support that he needs in order to be an effective leader. Right? So since we were so highly educated, they educated us into total ignorance. Carter G. Woodson, miseducation of a Negro. Right? If you teach the Negro to use the back door and there is no back door, he will make one in order to comply with his conditioning. Right? So now we got to go from miseducation to education. Right? And then we have to learn what power is. Blueprint for Black Power, Amos Ian Wilson. Right? The psychological development of the Black child. Awakening the natural genius of the Black child. All that's Amos Ian Wilson. Right? When you understand the psychological mind game at play, then you can identify the psychopathic racial personality, Bobby E. Wright. Right? And then you will know why it's a war on Black boys, Haki Matabuti. Right? And then you will know how to re-establish the educational network, Nathan and Julia Hare, on the psychological makeup of your child. Right? And then you understand the setbacks. Right? So the elders said they stole it, you must return it. Well, I had to go find it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go through the destruction of a black civilization, Chancellor Williams, in order to understand that there's something ain't right. So then I had to find out who in the fuck is these black Jews? Dr. Ben, right? Who can't understand why they worshiping everything, but they know that the black woman is God, right? And if Big Mama running this bitch, then sooner or later, one of her boys gonna put all of this shit together. They're gonna tell you exactly what's wrong with the educational system and the No Child Left Behind upgrades to the psychological brainwashing. And then they're gonna refer you to Charlotte Isertby, who was the director of No Child Left Behind in the Department of Education. And she's gonna break it down, what she did and what they was doing and how she was trying to counter it and how they chopped her off at the knees every time she tried to restructure the education in order to educate children. Then you got to stop at that point and say, what the fuck is going on? Because it's an attack on the children. Why would you attack the children? Because you're attacking the future. So what sense does it make to attack the future and it haven't got here yet? Because if you can control the future and the present, then you can control the outcome. Miseducate the children now, and then you destroy the future in the future. The remedy is properly educate the children now, and you build the proper future. Put the power where the power go, the machine run the way the machine supposed to go. Anybody that know basic electronics know that if you put the positive on the negative and the negative on the positive, that shit gonna cause a reaction. It's not going to cause power, right? So all of this shit being condensed, going back to before the Mayflower, Lerone Bennett. Then we understand how a motherfucker get forced into power, Lerone Bennett. And when you understand how he forced into power, then you can understand the fictitious nature of an Emancipation Proclamation, because it only means somebody said something. That's all it means.
Do you know, I remember, so going through my life book, just trying to figure, I remember my school play when I was in the 3rd grade and I had to stand on stage and say, the Emancipation Proclamation freed many slaves. And I said, this whole time, niggas been using us to cast spells. Get the fuck out of here. And y'all just took that shit and ran with that shit. They've been, and I will say that the people that we put into a system, right, because we had to get friendly white faces, those people, along with they people, have really been going at it this whole time. And they've been picking and choosing and looking out for people. So I thought that the system, because of what the people was doing for me, I thought that they do that for everybody until I went back in as a teacher and realized, whoa, they actually don't do this for everybody. And they break it down, you know what I mean? And they use, just like how they teach us, a 12-step. By the 12th step, not even a 12th step, they know by like the 6th step for sure where you going, whether you going to jail, whether you going to college, or whether you going to work for somebody. We know it to a T. And seeing that shit play out, that shit just turned my whole world upside down.
And look, I was in elementary. They were saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. And I was sitting there looking at these motherfuckers saying, my teacher, stop. Young man, why aren't you saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag? I was like, that flag not going to do nothing for me. She said, I need you to come sit over here. Put me on the outside of the classroom in the chair till they got done saying the Pledge of Allegiance. That didn't make sense to me as a child. Like, why in the fuck am I playing? My number one ally is a fucking flag? Why I can't pledge allegiance to this motherfucker standing to the right and to the left of me? These are the motherfuckers I'm going to need first before I need that goddamn flag. What I'm going to do, use that motherfucker for a blanket when it get cold? What the fuck I'm going to do with it? Use that motherfucker to make a motherfucking cute. Some motherfucking pajamas or something. We don't use flags over here. I can't understand the life of me what this flag shit is as a child, because I never knew that I wasn't a motherfucking organic motherfucker to the land. So when they talk about pledging allegiance to flags and all this, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you people? In elementary school. And then I got in trouble. They told my mama. My mama didn't get on my case like I thought she was, because they don't play about education, right? They didn't know we was being miseducated. But when I got home, she took me to the side and she said, baby, just don't let them know what you're thinking. And you can make it a whole lot further. I said, don't let them know what I'm thinking. So I ain't saying that. Right. So I went to school the next day. They were saying the pledge of allegiance to the flag. And I was back there going, because I wanted it to look like my mouth was moving. Well, I wasn't saying shit.
Right.
Come all ye faithful. And I'm looking at these